Take off now.
Hi, this is Lilith Fair with Dragging Our Heels on YouTube with Lilith Fair's Tic Tac Lunch, and because I'm a forgetful bitch, I didn't buy any Tic Tacs, I'm interviewing all of the ANDS 2017 finalists. Here with me right now, Davina Dyfor.
Hi.
Davina, you've been bringing a level of energy and fun to this competition that's such a joy. It's such a joy to watch. What is it that has been the catalyst for your work this year?
Like I've said on Ferris's podcast, What's Ferris? I think the catalyst for why I am so driven this year was, of course, last year when there was a tragic accident.
When I paid you to be terrible.
Yeah, exactly. When I didn't get through prelims the first year, I've really learned a lot from that, and that's kind of been my motivator just for myself. But within this competition, I think I'm the same as Secretia. I think it was the first time I walked off the stage from my first performance. I just felt this high of whoa, I blew my own expectations. I created something that has pushed my drag to a different level. Mm-hmm. So that is really the catalyst that I want to keep that going. I think that is what will win this competition.
Absolutely. What is the ANDS legacy that you would want to leave if you win? What is it that you'd want people to remember your year for?
I think with all of the past ANDS winners, including yourself, everybody had something very unique and significant about them that was yeah, that's why they won this competition, duh. I mean, they are so great at this. And I felt from the beginning of my drag career that I have kind of been almost a reflection on every other type of drag and kind of soaking it up all in. So I want people to come away from this competition, if I win, with a significant yeah, that's what Davina is. That's the thing that Davina is. I'd love that legacy, and also just on a different note of more of a community aspect. I really want a legacy of community involvement in kind of repping Edmonton drag, I think, would be my ultimate goal, whether it's internationally or just in Alberta too.
That's a great goal. Mm-hmm. From repping Edmonton drag to ripping Edmonton drag, Alberta drag as a whole, out of all your competitors, the meatiest question of the interview, the part that everybody's going to be living for, out of both the Edmonton competitors and the Calgary competitors, who is the bitch in the competition that is making you sweat the most?
I mean, they all make me sweat. It's a great weight loss program. I think my biggest competitor from Edmonton and of the competition is Secretia, because I think we both have that same fire, and also in terms of the whole competition, nobody's drag is alike,
right.
But me and Secretia from Edmonton are the most alike. I'm the most alike to her kind of drag, so I am nervous about that. Maybe if people are voting for a specific type of drag, you know, they'll pick the best, and you know, so that kind of competition is really making me sweat. And also Felicia Bonet, I think, from Calgary, because same thing, but also, god damn, can she dance? Oh, I'm always stunned when she performs.
Perfect. Davina, again, I've seen such a fire in you this year that like that was missing for me last year, and it's not just there this year, it's like a fucking forest fire.
You can smell it.
Yeah. But you can smell it. And it smells terrible. No, it's you've brought such fun and such joy, and it's so cool seeing you like really gun for this. And I'm very excited to see what you bring to the finale.
I'm very excited too. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Lilith Fair, and this is Lilith Fair's TikTok Lunch, where I'm interviewing all of the drag superstar finalists of 2017 on Dragging Our Heels. Right now I'm with, oh my god, Felicia Bonet.
Something's going on with that girl.
Fight through it, Felicia!
Fight through it.
Okay, so much like this moment, what would you say is the moment, what would you say is the moment in this competition so far where everything sort of clicked for you, and you were like, I'm gonna win this, I want to win this?
I lost it. When I decided to do it. No, obviously I didn't want to go into something without the intention to win, and I am at a point where I'm pretty confident with myself and my drag that I think what I'm presenting is going to be really, it's going to be impressive and something that I'm going to be very proud of, and I'm putting a lot of work into, and I think it's going to be enough.
Amazing. Well, you absolutely slayed in Calgary. You should be very, very proud of that. What, if you were to win, if they say Felicia Bonet, you're Alberta's Drag Superstar 2017, what is the legacy that you want to leave with that title over the course of your year as Drag Superstar?
My legacy is that's a very broad question, but I just really want people to remember to just be true to themselves and believe in yourselves and all those things that people tell you, cliches and stuff like that. I love a good cliche, but just be fierce, fabulous, fun, and kind. Be nice, bitches.
Perfect. Now this is the meatiest question, of course, of the interview.
Okay.
Everybody's fierce, and I don't want any of this I'm my own biggest competition bullshit. Who out of all the girls, Edmonton and Calgary, would you say is your biggest competition?
Do I have to pick one?
Some people pick two.
Okay. I honestly, I'm looking at Lady Tenderflake. She's a big, beautiful, luscious woman, and she can move her ass around that stage, girl. Like, I get exhausted watching her, and I get exhausted walking up a flight of stairs, girl. So I think she's gonna be fun, fierce competition. And Davina, she is a fucking champion. She's a good dancer. She can choreography. She can lip sync upside down, spinning around on her hands, bitch. I was like, girl, I can't do that. I'm sorry. So it's gonna be something all different. But I do think that those are probably the strongest competition.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, you are also very strong competition. We've been friends for a really long time, so I'm gunning for you as well. There's
a
few
little
people
biased.
I'm gunning for you.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm biased, but I mean, like, I'm a human.
You're sweaty and hairy.
I'm
not
sweaty
biased.
and hairy. My makeup's coming off because I just had a show. But you're bringing fun to this. You're bringing kindness to this. There's such an energy when you smile. I'm so excited to see what you do in the finale. Ladies and gentlemen, Felicia Bonet. Yes. Hi, I'm Lilith Fair with Dragging Our Heels on YouTube, and this is Lilith Fair's Tic Tac Lunch, and I only brought scones. I'm interviewing all of the ANDS 2017 finalists, and we are joined with the king of kings in this competition, Dixon Cunts.
Hey.
Dixon, this is the first year that kings have competed. This is obviously huge that a king has made it to the finale. What has been your aha moment? What has been your proudest moment? What is inspiring you going into the finale?
What's inspiring me is exactly what you just said, the fact that this is the first year that Kings can compete. My message to convey is that Kings are as good as drag queens and we belong on the same stage. They don't have to be segregated. So just trying to show everyone that what I put on is as good as what a queen puts on is what really makes me keep going.
Absolutely, I completely agree, and I think Alberta is really showcasing a level of an inclusive nature that would be really inspiring to see everywhere. What is the ANDS legacy? If you win, what is the legacy that you want to leave? What is the stamp that you want to put on Dixon's here?
I would definitely like to inspire more drag kings to start performing. There's still not a whole lot in Edmonton, or even just in general, lady performers.
Right.
Yeah, so just seeing more diversity and variety in our community.
That's beautiful. But going from wanting to inspire diversity to kicking the shit out of people, who is the entertainer in this meaty question? I hope you're not a vegetarian because we're about to get into the meat. Who is the competitor from either Edmonton or Calgary that you wish they would get hit by a car before the finale?
Wow. I don't really know any of the Calgary queens that well. I saw their performances for the first round of ANDS, but I don't know them enough to know what their strengths and weaknesses are.
Yeah, you can't fear what you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So,
or you can fear the unknown.
Besides the fact that Davina has threatened me in the bar, you can definitely tell that this year she's making up for last year, and she wants it, so she would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry that you've been threatened at the bar, because Dixon, you're bringing kindness to the stage. Your routines have been fun, they've been energetic, there is such a sense of joy, and I know that the entire Kuntz family is behind you, and that family energy, that desire to do them proud is really showing just as much as your desire to show Kings what Kings can do.
Yes, my Kuntz family has been a huge support, along with my girlfriend. They've been phenomenal in helping me get everything together.
Well, I'm happy that you have somebody that loves you. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
I don't throw up on dates.
This is Lilith Fair on Dragging Our Heels with Lilith Fair's Tic Tac Luncheon because I can't get my shit together. I have still yet to buy any Tic Tacs. I am interviewing all of the finalists of Alberta's Drag Superstar 2017, now in Calgary, ladies and gentlemen, with the lovely and stunning Kiri. Kia, congratulations on making it to the finale out of all the girls that competed in Calgary. That's huge, that's amazing, and it's your first time competing in the competition because it's the first year that the competition has been opened to bio performers, which is very exciting. What was the moment for you where in this competition something clicked for you and you thought, okay, I'm in this, I'm in this?
It was when I made it through that first round because I went into the Calgary preliminary anxious, disorganized, and really not believing in myself at all. I almost didn't go that night, and then the positive response kind of inspired me to actually really try to bring it to the finale.
Yeah. Brittany, you did, even though we can't listen to her routine on YouTube because Britney Spears is a bitch and will immediately take down that music. But you fucking slayed, you killed it. If you were to win Drag Superstar, if they were to say, Kiri, you are Alberta's Drag Superstar 2017, what is the legacy that you would want to leave as your year as the Drag Superstar?
My legacy I would like to leave is twofold. I'd like to, as a bio queen, contribute to the inclusive nature of the Alberta drag scene and the diversity as well. I also really want to honor the roots and sort of the tradition of drag, which has always been my goal, especially in the glamour and the drama and the traditions of Paris is Burning. I really try to uphold that in my aesthetic, and I'd like to keep that going while we move in different directions as well.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about upholding the legacy of drag with Paris is Burning, let's go a little bit shady.
Sure.
And I don't want any of this, I'm my own biggest competition, I stand in my own way, because nobody's interested in that. Everybody's answered this question the way I want it answered, which is cunty. If you had to pick one or two people that you think are your biggest competition going into the finale, out of both Calgary and Edmonton, who's your biggest competition?
Okay, so my first biggest competition is definitely Secretia Minora. She's a bio queen, she's fierce as hell, but as much as I see her as one of my main competitors, just because we are both bio queens, I'm really excited to meet her. My other biggest competitor is definitely Felicia Bonet. She's fierce as hell, she can dance the house down, and she just seems very, very confident in her drag, so I know she's going to turn it, and I hope I can compete.
I think you absolutely fucking can compete. I know for a fact that Secretia is fucking stoked to meet you as well.
That's awesome.
You're bringing such beauty and such energy, and I'm so happy that you did show up to your prelim, because it worked the fuck out for you.
Day, but it turned out really well.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiri. Hi, this is Lilith Fair with Dragging Our Heels on YouTube for Lilith Fair's Tic Tac Lunch. And because of copyright, we don't have any Tic Tacs. I'll be interviewing all of the ANDS finalists for Drag Superstar 2017. With me right now is, of course, the beautiful, the intelligent, the incredible, my homicidal sister, Secretia Minora.
Hello.
Secretia, what in this competition so far has been your aha moment? What is the moment that...
Yes, I did have that. I did have that. Aha moment. Sorry, I interrupted you.
What's the moment where you, either on stage or off stage, you were doing something for the competition and it clicked for you?
Okay. It was after I performed my prelim and came off stage elated on a high. Like, oh my god, I'm the best, amazing, I love that performance, so good! When I walked into the crowd, I had about, like, probably 4 to 6 people. So we'll average it at 5. Come up to me and critique me. Not even in a harsh way, in like a, you know, that was really great, but it wasn't you.
Like in a way that was well-intended, but not...
Hurt me really bad.
Because you weren't asking for it.
Totally.
Right.
But wasn't meaning as a harsh at all. It was like, where were you? That wasn't you. And so then that made me just look at myself and say, I'm gonna do just me, like fuck it, like fuck everything, and I'm just gonna do me. So that was my aha moment where it like angered me, but then when I reflect on it, it doesn't anger me anymore. They were right.
Yeah.
They were absolutely right.
And it sounds more so than anger, it just sounds more like a really a really passionate push forward.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I think you've been representing yourself beautifully. What, if you win this competition, what is the ANDS legacy that you're hoping to leave?
Anyone can do anything.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah, if you want to do something, you can do it. Anything. Even drag.
If you win a drag competition, you can do drag.
Yeah, absolutely. Drag is drag.
You're absolutely right. Drag is drag, and I think that in no intentional way, just by the way of you being in the competition, it is this really strong, beautiful political statement. Not even with you having to push that agenda. It just is. Yeah, and I think that's wonderful. Who to get down to the meat though, to get down to the shade, who is an entertainer in this competition? Just one, and this can be Edmonton or Calgary. Who is an entertainer that's making you sweat?
I have to pick one?
Yeah. And don't give me this, I'm my own biggest competition bullshit.
Oh, hell
because
no. I don't
want
want
that.
I'm not gonna fucking say that. I'm like, I'm scared of this person. I'm scared of like a couple people. Straight up?
Yeah.
Davina Die For.
And
Absolutely.
what is it specifically?
She's coming for it. She's thirsty. She's hungry.
She's thirsty.
But guess what?
You're
I'm
thirsty.
hungry too, bitch.
Buffets out there.
I'm just kidding. I honestly fear a lot of people in this competition. Felicia Bonet. I haven't met the other ones from Calgary. I think everyone from Edmonton is fucking fierce as well. And if anything that this competition has taught me is that any single person can bring it on any given night. I'm going off of her story here. Like, and also what's been brought and the audience reaction. Like, I'm going off that as well. Like, I'm going off of Facebook comments I've read, and like, it's hard not to get really swept up into this, and that's what brings me back to me just like doing me and trying to do what I want. If people like it, that's amazing. I hope you do. If not, I'll be happy. Like Lady T says, you gotta walk away just being happy with what you did. And that's how I feel. But yeah, I'm scared of you, Davina. I'm scared.
Well, I think you've absolutely been bringing a level of artistry and vision to this competition that's just unmatched, and this is stunning, of course, as well. And I think having you in the competition elevates the competition as a whole. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Sissy Poo Poo. Nice.
Hi, this is Lilith Fair with Dragging Our Heels, and this is Lilith Fair's Tic Tac Lunch. And because I don't know RuPaul personally, I don't get any Tic Tacs, because she bought them all. The fucking phone! I am here, I'm interviewing all of the 2017 finalists of Drag Superstar 2017. With me right now, the beautiful and lovely Stephanie Prince. Hi. Excellent. Stephanie, you absolutely fucking slayed in Calgary. You came in first. I know we talked backstage, and I feel like you were shocked by that a little bit. What is the moment in this competition where you thought to yourself, okay, I'm in this to win this, I'm gonna fucking go to Edmonton and slay?
Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't go there to win. I just went there because someone told me if you join, you'll get to meet Katya. So I joined. I didn't go there and I didn't expect to win, and then I won, and I don't know what to say.
But that's fucking incredible that you won. Just like your beauty is making my eye makeup melt into my eye because you're so fucking stunning in drag.
I have a pink eye, I'm sorry.
Oh, perfect. I'm excited.
Right there.
I'm excited to join you in this pink eye club. Well, that's so exciting. You didn't think you were gonna win. You fucking slayed. You came in first in Calgary. Jesus Christ. What is the legacy you would want to leave if you were crowned Alberta's Drag Superstar? If they put the crown on your head, they ended that night and said, Stephanie, you're a Drag Superstar, what is the legacy you would want to leave?
I want to contribute as much as I can in the community because I recently just came out. So this coming Pride is my first time celebrating Pride, and I want to contribute as much as I can, and I want to encourage a lot of young drag queens like me to be themselves and spend your money on drag. Don't be a hooker.
That's so beautiful, I'm crying. Now,
I told you my pink eye is getting on there.
speaking of other people you want to give pink eye to,
I want Felicia Bonet to get a pink eye. So bring a more. Bring a more.
that is the lead into that question. Who do you think is your biggest competition?
To be honest, she's standing right in front of us, Felicia Bonet, because Felicia is my idol. And I hate her so much. And I voted for her.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
You voted for yourself? Oh my god.
I voted twice. I have 2 emails. No, yeah, obviously Felicia Bonet and Divina Difor because she's pretty. And yeah, that's
Period.
You're just pretty.
Well,
I love you.
You brought this incredible youthful energy. I'm so happy that you did it. I know you didn't think you were gonna slay, but you're fucking slaying. We're so excited to have you in Edmonton. Stephanie Prince.
Vote the house down.
Hi, this is Lilith Fair with Dragging Our Heels on YouTube, and this is Lilith Fair's Tic Tac Lunch. No Tic Tacs involved, no lunch involved. It's the middle of the night. I'm interviewing all of the ANDS 2017 finalists. With me right now, Lady Tenderflank. Yes, God. So, first of all, congratulations. You are the first ever wild card to ever make it through to the finale. I think that's a huge fucking deal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
But in your journey as a whole, and I know your journey is slightly different because it ended temporarily, and then we're sort of like thrust back into it. Mm-hmm. What is your biggest inspiration to keep going in this competition as both somebody who came back into it and as the newest entertainer in the competition?
My mother's death. It showed me that you cannot live a life of fear, that you have to push through. Mm-hmm. And by pushing through, you get to achieve this kind of beautiful success.
Absolutely, and I think she would be immensely proud of you.
She would actually be sitting back in her pink terry cloth robe and fuzzy slippers going, well, that wasn't bad.
In addition to a year of tarps, and tarp.
Yes, it was one tarp.
Well, I mean, $1,000 can buy a lot of tarp.
Yes. It was actually one tarp.
If they were to call out Alberta's drag superstar, Lady Tenderflake, what is the legacy that Lady Tenderflake would want to leave during her year as Alberta's drag superstar?
No matter where you are at in your life, push through. Mm-hmm. Try. The worst thing that can happen is you are exactly where you started. That's all.
Absolutely.
Look at that fear, go through it, and explore. And if my number can push someone in one direction and help them achieve something, then I've done my job.
That's really beautiful. Going from helping people achieve things to cutting them down because we hate them. In my favorite question of this interview process, who is the one competitor? I'm sure you've probably watched the videos of everything you're heading up against. Who is the one entertainer from either Edmonton or Calgary that you are the most intimidated by going into this from a competition perspective?
Well, there was this new entertainer that just joined called My Arthritis. Which is probably the one that I fear the most. Because if I'm dropping on stage, it's like I wasn't trying. It just happened. It's an extraordinarily difficult question. I would have to say Delina. Because she has explored, I know from seeing all of her creations that she's explored many different aspects of drag and has done so incredibly well. And she's eating it this year. She wants it.
Yeah.
And I want it too, and as badly.
Grab that plate back. And
Yeah.
be like, you can't eat all of it.
Exactly. So I hope, I don't hope. I know that every single person that night is going to bring their best. And the best I fear the most, the best dish I fear the most is called to be.
Well, you're making me hungry. And I can see that same hunger in you every
Yes,
time.
sir.
You've brought the ANDS audiences on a very personal journey, on a very beautiful journey, on one that is funny and sensitive and sometimes really fucking gross. Talk about bathhouses, you nasty.
You picked the one lie. That was the one lie out of the whole spiel.
We don't lie.
No.
So I wanted to thank you for bringing that energy to this competition. I think you've done a magnificent job, and I'm very excited, as I'm sure a lot of people are, very excited to see what it is that you do next.
Thank you.
Take off your makeup. Take off.
But now.